Hey guys, you have not seen me for a minute. I've been playing hooky for like a week and a half. So we're back to work. I'm feeling so much better. I should have done this a long time ago. I've actually been playing like hooky. Maybe I get a job in, you know, maybe I get a job or 2 or 3 in over that time. But yeah, I really wasn't trying to work. Damn, mosquitoes. I really wasn't trying to work at all. I just wanted to chill out and get some mental health time in, if you want to call it that. So I did. So if I picked up the phone for you, you were definitely on the VIP status list with Hayes. So yeah, I didn't do a lot. I got a lot of missed phone calls. I erased all my calls, and you know, yeah, so I haven't picked up the phone hardly at all. I made just enough money a week to survive, to maintain my eating and stuff like that. Maybe rent a movie or two, you know. My, you know, which is not a lot. You know, it's only a job or two. Could hold me down for the week. Because I really just needed a break. I mean, not vacation. When I went to the beach, it was still work, because I was still moving and moving and moving. So I just shut it down completely. I've never done that. I don't know what that was. I've never done that before, and I'll tell you, I should have done this a long time ago. So anyways, it's 4:55 in the afternoon. I'm just waking up, and we're gonna go ahead and might even try to get a couple jobs done. This is actually my first, well, it's not even my first day. Let's just call it a day of cherry picking. So I'm gonna do a little cherry picking today. Let's just see how we do. I'm only gonna work for a couple, maybe 2 or 3 hours, and we'll see what happens. This is the mobile call day today. It's ride along day. It's ride along day today. So we're going to Brandon first. We're going to do a starter on a Tahoe. Check it, make sure it is the starter, and then replace the starter. So if she already has the starter, I don't usually put on customers' parts, but you know, she's like a VIP customer, so we're going to do that for her. And I'm going to remind her again, I will not do this again. You don't buy parts, I buy the parts. You're taking away from my service. My service is call me, you know, come check out my car. Let me find the problem, let me take care of the problem. You know, go watch TV, go do what you got to do, work. And the service supposed to be, you don't have to lift your fingers kind of service. Just pick up the phone and call me, make an appointment. So anyways, we're on our way to Madison, Mississippi. Well, guys, now that I'm thinking about it, this customer right here, I got her confused with somebody else, but she's still a good customer. She's still VIP. But I believe I replaced that starter on that Tahoe 6-7 months ago. 6-7 months ago. Inquiry, have you guys been noticing, you've been doing a lot of, since COVID hit, 2021 by the way, have you guys been noticing that we've been buying a lot of new bad parts since COVID hit? I've done more. I haven't done a lot, probably 5, but that is really, really high for me to buy bad parts. So I'm gonna get out there and I'm gonna do the inspection first, make sure it's the starter. She may just be guessing like most people do, and they already got the part, and I say, bring that part back to the parts store, you don't need it. I do that a lot. So yeah, let's go check it out first and see what we got. Hopefully it's not another bad part. All right, now this customer said that this customer said that she called someone that was going to be there tomorrow, that was going to replace the starter for $160. It's a little bit high to do a starter on a Tahoe for $160, even for a mobile call. I think that mobile call for a starter, checking, making sure it's the starter and not something else, diagnostic fee, and replacing the starter, it's close. I was thinking 130, something like that. I can calculate it though. Okay, now this is all data. I also have all data on my phone. It's just an app that you have to install when you purchase the all data service. Okay, so the starter replacement is 0.7 hours on the Tahoe. 0.7 hours on the Tahoe. So you're talking I'll automatically add 0.5 to any mobile call. 0.5 to any mobile call if I'm going by the hour. So right now, if I did it that way like I used to do it, I'd go 0.7 plus 0.5. So that's 1.2 hours. 1.2 hours. So you'll bill 1.2 hours. Maybe 1.5 hours would probably be better for that. So yeah, that's about right. 1.5 hours for the job, which is fair. 1.7 times my labor rate, 136 bucks. That's where I'm at. Starter replacement on a Tahoe. You got to consider your gas, your time. It's going to be 30 minutes, 30 minutes. That's an hour right there, because she's way out in Madison. My GPS said 32 minutes away. So, and I'm at a traffic light right now. So you got to consider all your time involved in a mobile call, but still be low enough so customers can afford you. And even at $130, let's say right now she has to go, if she didn't find another mobile mechanic, she'll have to get it towed to a shop. There's $85 for a tow truck on the average in Jackson, Mississippi. Flatbed. A non-flatbed is, I can get one for 50 to 75 bucks. I know a few guys. We'll consider the tow, and then they're going to do the diagnosis and the repair. So she's still looking, she's still going to spend, if she had a tow to the shop, she's going to spend $300. She's going to spend some money, plus the part. She's going to spend, yeah, that tow bill, the diagnosis, and the repair. So she's probably going to be in the $250 range, plus the part.
In 800 feet, turn left onto Ash Tree Lane.
All right, guys, we're at location right here, Tahoe. Got the key. Let's see if it really is a starter. Most of the time, it's never what the customer thinks it is. Most of the time. It's not clicking or anything. You guys see that? You got nothing. Okay, that sucks. Is the check engine light on? I don't see a check engine light on either. See that? No check engine light. So I'm thinking something other than a starter already. You guys agree with me on that? So let's, you know, like I said, always call me and say, hey, come look at my vehicle. You don't have, you wasted time. If you went to the parts store, you waited in line, you got a starter, and then I get out here and then it's not the starter. And then it throws my whole day off. Instead of focusing on it's going to be a diagnostic, I'm, you know, you already put me on that, planted that seed that it's going to be a starter, and it's obviously not going to be a starter issue. So I'll tell you what we're going to do before we go any further. Let's go ahead and get the scan tool connected. I'm probably going to get a no communication with the computer, and we'll go from there. Let me get it. All right, this is another prime example of why when you schedule your jobs, and if they're not 100% sure, because I usually say, are you sure? How are you so sure it's the starter? How are you so sure it's the alternator? What testing did you do? And if they just say, well, someone just looked at it, and you know, obviously they don't know. And most of the time the customers will not know what their problem is, 80% of the time. So now I left my charger for my scan tool at the house. I was gonna go get it. I said, no, I'm not gonna need it. Yeah, I need it now. So I got a little bit of battery left, enough to pull codes, or at least to read a no communication. So we're booting up. Just gonna keep the video going. Unbelievable. No, it's believable. It's believable. Just getting back to work. And I already have a starter. So the quote is now changed. It's no longer 120 bucks automatically. I just saved her 120 bucks because I'm not putting that starter on. Just saved her 120 bucks. What am I working on? It's got me all thrown off now. I'm working on a Chevrolet. I might want to take another week off. Oh my gosh. So I'm looking for the vehicle right now. Let's see if it finds it. I'll be surprised if it does. Display TDCs. Oh shit. We have TDCs. I was not expecting that. So it says the theft deterrent key. The key is incorrect. So she's got a key problem. I did not see the check engine light. It was not blinking. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a picture of that. And, I'm going to go ahead and clear codes. All right, now I got the key. The key's in the on position. Okay. All right, just testing the starter. All right, the starter's good. On position, okay. All right, this vehicle should have started if everything on the control side is okay. The computer side of it should have started. So I'm going to be looking for something else. It's not going to be a starter. As you guys seen in the beginning, I did not have any no check engine lights. Half the lights on the dashboard were not working. What I did is I went into the powertrain control module under the hood, and with the key in the on position, that relay should click. It was not clicking at all. You guys seen me activate the starter. I could have activated the starter from the relay, but I chose to go down there inactivate it from underneath the vehicle since I had a lot of room to crawl. All right, ignition signal 1. Turn the key off, turn it on, no check engine light, and no ignition 1 signal. That's not right. So looks like I'm gonna have to get a schematic up, and let's find that ignition 1. It's not the, I'll tell you what it's not, guys. I'll tell you what, it's not the ignition switch, okay? I think it goes through the powertrain control module on here. Yeah, we should have some voltage here, battery voltage on that line. So if we get that battery voltage back, this car is going to start. This truck is going to start. Let me trace some wires. All right, guys, let's go ahead and turn the key on. Let's get on scan tool before I start chasing something I don't supposed to chase. I think I'm going to be chasing. I think I'm going to be chasing that ignition voltage. No check engine light. I had it towed to my house because I kind of figured I was going to have some issues. I needed time with it. Keys in the on position. Let's go into ignition data. I went ahead and select all. 5 volts is good. Ignition 1 signal is 0 volts. So I'm pretty sure that's what we're going to be looking at because I should have voltage there. Let's go ahead and go back. Actually, let's go back to all data real quick. I'll get the schematic up for you. All right. So the body control module sends voltage. I believe it sends voltage. Yes, it sends voltage. Yeah, because it's ground 102. So the voltage goes through, it hits the ground, makes a magnetic field, and then the crank relay makes the connection. It then powers up the powertrain control module because it's all connected. You see that? Powers up the body control module, check engine light, engine fuses, ECM, ignition fuse. This 56. You should hear some clicking when I touch 56. Okay, so go to theft data. Okay, disarmed. Trigger notification, driver 1, the jar jarred. Hood closed, switch inactive, theft LED is off. That looks good. When I pulled it up yesterday, it had a key code in it, but you know, I see those quite often on these trucks. Sometimes the battery might be low or whatever, and it'll throw a key code, but there's nothing in here. The first thing I need to do is I need to find out why I don't have my power coming to the crank relay, not the powertrain control module, but the crank relay. I should have 3 hots on this relay right now with the relay plugged in. Let me unplug it because I should have 2 hots, and I'll tell you where they're supposed to be here in a second. Oh, where are you at, baby? Okay, let's look at this diagram. We should have power on 86 and 30 from stud 2, fuse 66. All right, 66 is this 40 amp fuse right here. So let's just check voltages first. Okay, on this one I can just touch this pins. No voltage. No voltage. All right, I got voltage. My battery is really low. So I should have 2 voltages. I don't have but 1, and that's going to be from that fuse. Let me pull that fuse out. Just double check it. double check the schematic. Oh, that's not cool. Nice and easy. Take a look at the fuse. It looks pretty good. So now I should have no hots. See? Oh, there's my hot right there. All right, let me make sure I got the right fuse. As I was on the wrong fuse. That is not the right fuse. Looks like we need to go to 66, which is going to be the second one by 71. So this. All right. Okay. Let's see. Oh shit, the check engine light just came on. Look at that crap right there. See if it'll start. Oh, it did. It wanted to start. Our problem may be in a relay area. You know what? Let's turn off the key. Let's see if it comes back on. And it does. It comes back on. Let's charge up this vehicle because it's too dead to start. All I did was swap the relays right there. Hey! 10 volts, 10 volts, 10 volts. You guys seen me, I didn't do anything but play around with that relay socket. And now the engine light is on. I got voltage all the way across. Let's see if the engine light is gonna come on. I'm pretty sure it is. And it is. It does not start, but it does crank. All right, the battery's just toasted. All right, check engine light is now on. Let me turn off the key, turn it back on. Check engine light comes on, all my lights are coming on again. It cranks, but it does not start. It does not start now, so let's go to the powertrain control module, the powertrain relay. Let's go to the powertrain relay this time and let's see what we got, because I'm not hearing anything when I turn the key in the engine, no activation. I'm not hearing anything. So the key's in the on position. Okay. We're gonna read codes here too. 1682, which is what I thought I was going to get when I first started on this car. And there it is right there, ignition 1, switch 2 circuits. Like we said in the beginning too, that ignition 1, I was missing that when I was in the data stream. So let's pull the relay out of there. Make sure I get the right one this time. Powertrain is going to be all the way that way. This one right here. Again, I should have 2 hots right now. There's 1 hot. There's 2 hots. I got 2 powers. That relay is not clicking. That relay is clicking. This truck's gonna start now. Just be bad relays. But man, two relays? Okay, let's start. It's running. Hopefully that's all there was to it. Running like shit. Clear the code, smoothed out. That was a trip right there. So I have at least 2 relays that are bad. This one I put in here and that one right there. So I'm gonna replace these 2 relays. That is really strange. But that should be a wrap on that, just bad relays. I was almost for sure it was a fuse box, because I've done a few of these fuse boxes on this car too, on this vehicle. So let's pull codes again. Don't guess, test. Got the throttle body, clear codes. Got a throttle body code now too. 15P1516. So we'll worry about that in a minute. Let me let it run for a little while and then we'll tackle the throttle body code. All right guys, we got one more job to do on this beast. That is done. Been running, cranked it several times. So that's going to be a fix on that, thank God. All right, but now we're going to do a oil pressure sensor. It's pretty common on these trucks. I do a lot of them. So yeah, let's get the cover off, and we'll go ahead and disconnect it, check our voltages, check our grounds, and then we'll pop in a new sensor if need be. Let's do it. Guys, you know what I was thinking? It still doesn't account for that when I've only had 1 hot coming out of that crank relay. I still don't know what's going on with that. Did I not do something right? Was the key not in the on position? I'm just thinking about this right now. So, or did I just jiggle something in the box? A loose connection and it connected and I got voltage there. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna let her know. It may come back to me. It may come back to me. So I'll let you know if it does. She is a regular customer of mine, so I'm sure. All right, first thing I do when I do a, ooh, it's hot, humid. First thing I do is usually back up my vehicle to the bumper so I can lean all the way over the motor, and I do it that way. Also, I disconnect the vacuum hose, get it out of the way, and disconnect the fuel line, which is right there. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a blue one. We'll do that right now. Stick it in the hole. Cleo, you lay down so I can take a picture. Thank you. Would you lay down so I can take a picture, please?